Welcome to FX Street. If you like what we're talking about, you like the content we are producing, head on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button on our channel, and you can follow me individually at Just Analysis 1 and at Kash at Mangeko0. So Ethereum yesterday, it actually over the weekend too. I mean, it was really, there was a ton of short positions that opened up over the weekend. Last week I mentioned, I think Akash did too, that it really needed to stave off any like further selling pressure. It really needed to stay above 2,500, but ideally would get to 2,750. From an Ichimoku perspective, Ethereum needed to get back inside the cloud, and it did do that on Friday. Saturday it remained in, but then Sunday it took a big old dump, dived south below the cloud, but it was held up from moving further south by the Tenkan Sen and that 618 fib retracement at 2,500 or 2,600, whatever, however you want to round it, probably higher. And you got a thick part of the volume profile here, second biggest high volume node in the volume profile for 2022. There's a lot of reasons why you would be suspicious of it moving up from here, because it looked very much like it was going to be a continuation move south, because on Sunday, the close below the cloud and the Chiku span below the cloud, there's only one component missing to confirm an ideal bearish Ichimoku breakout, and that was a close below the Tenkan Sen, which is very weird. That was the thing that that was holding as its kind of near-term primary support. But then Monday, of course, you saw it rally, and it did three things that was important. So it opened up just barely below the Tenkan Sen. So it broke above the Tenkan Sen, broke above the bottom of the cloud at Senko Span A, broke above the Kijun Sen, and then it even eked out a close above the 50% fib retracement. So there's a ton of things that occurred yesterday that were very bullish. Extending into today, so there was initial selling pressure, but it's, as we're talking, it's continuing to move up here. And the area to watch right now for Ethereum is this cluster of resistance up here. So the 2022 volume point of control is at 3150. So is the top of the cloud, Senko Span B. That is the strongest level of support and resistance within the Ichimoku system. And I feel like I'm missing a level there. Maybe not. Oh yeah, and then just the natural 3,000 level is within that range too. So for Ethereum, Bitcoin's already achieved an ideal bullish Ichimoku breakout, but for Ethereum to do it, really needs to close at 3175 or higher. That would confirm that bullish breakout and likely position it to move higher. However, even then, it's got another chunk of resistance up here, that 382 retracement and the bottom of this prior bull flag, this trend line here. That's another area of resistance. And this has been a zone that we've kind of discussed quite a bit in the past, but just a huge cluster of resistance zones that Ethereum needs to get past. So first it needs to close at 3175 or higher, and then to get above this structural resistance here, really needs to close at 3,300 or higher. And that would do that. Oscillators on the data chart really do support some continued moves higher here. But as far as upside potential is concerned, I think when Akash and I visit this again on Friday, might be too conservative, but I would limit the expectations to around that 3175 zone. I mean, if we see another move like yesterday, today, it'll put it above the cloud. So that would be a pretty big drive up. From a weekly perspective, this is, you look at last week's candlestick, that is a dragonfly doji of dragonfly dojis. And from a weekly perspective, oh man, I take back what I said about maybe not getting up past 3175. This is primed for a major spike up. This is the oscillators and the positioning right now on the weekly chart. This is set up for a huge move. It could get to that 4K zone very easily. It could get up to the 2022 highs there at near that 4K level. Even this week, given the structure that exists here on the weekly chart and the price action that we had yesterday, yeah, that is a huge pump, but it's not really, it's uncommon, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. Well, maybe that is actually. Well, anyways, I'll just leave it there for now. I'll pass it off to you, Akash. Oh, yeah, down. Hold on one sec. Downside risks, definitely they're there, and they are substantial. You get a daily close below 2,500, you are likely to see some major collapses into that 1,800 zone. But again, I don't see that as very likely unless something really hits the bed with the Russia-Ukraine issue. So now I'll pass it off to you, Akash.
Thank you, John. For Ethereum, though, so kind of we've breached above the 50-day moving average here, which is the blue line, which is currently hovering around 28,2800. So I believe we are going to see some sort of retracement, although it might not be a candlestick close below the 50-day moving average. We could probably wick down to this red candle here around roughly 2.7K before make a run at the daily supply zone again, which extends from roughly 3.2K to 3.4K, right? So it will be something like this is what I'm expecting to play out in the next couple of days, probably even the week. Again, like I mentioned last time, the upside for Ethereum is capped at roughly 3,600, which is the crossover point of the 100-day and the 200-day moving average. This is obviously bearish crossover, and that's where I'm expecting the upside for Ethereum to be capped. Other than that, the daily demand zone here, which extends from roughly 2.1K to 2.6K, is holding up pretty good. On 24th Feb, we dipped all the way down to this weekly support level here at 2.3K and recovered well above this daily demand zone. So I am bullish on Ethereum. If we get a retracement, a minor retracement here, we'll long Ethereum up to this daily supply zone's upper limit, which is roughly 3.2K. Upside capped at 3.6. Downside for now is capped at 2.3K, which is the initial support level. But if we get a close below 2.160, $2,160, that would mean an invalidation of this particular bullish outlook that I just mentioned, in which case we'll be probably heading down to $1,730 to collect the liquidity resting below it. So that's my analysis on Ethereum.
Thank you everyone for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.